Alright, so I just got out of the shower and I found this most interesting article on BuzzFeed talking about toxic femininity. I haven't read it yet, but what I do understand is that it's a bad thing because it's hurting women. So, toxic masculinity is bad because it's hurting women. Toxic femininity is also bad because it's hurting women. So, I don't think we're going to find anything about, I don't know, gold diggers here or women that lie about who the father is. Probably not of that, right? Because that's not hurting women. Um, and of course, if you go to the comments section, because for some reason BuzzFeed forgot to give the comments disabilities like every other website, you're going to see people blaming the patriarchy for this. So I guess like the patriarchy must be the most powerful organization that mankind has ever created. I don't know when I can sign up because I never got invited, but my God, like everything under the sun happens under the patriarchy. Like it's all controlling, it's all knowing, it's able to brainwash people, it's able to influence people. Where do I sign up and who's in charge? Is it Cuomo? Huh? Is it the New York guy? I don't know. But all right, so let's read some of them. Women who slut shame are part of toxic femininity. Okay, so believe it or not, scientists, okay, research shows, science claims, men actually feel bad for missing the opportunity to have casual sex. Women feel bad for having casual sex. So it's not really a good thing to sleep around willy-nilly. Now it's not good for men, all right? So I'm not just saying it's not good for women, it's not good for men either, because if you have like a lot of sex, you're going with different women and without trying to have a relationship, without having a commitment or anything. Number one, like if you're doing it like at a university or someplace, you're going to become bad news. Like they're going to know, like, okay, this is the guy that's a womanizer, and you're going to notice that people start avoiding you. Like you're going to notice that you're trying to date a woman that you may actually like, but she's going to hear from a friend who heard from a friend that you're this womanizer. Like you treated that other lady poorly, right? You led her on. You were giving her the illusion that there might be a relationship, but no, you just stopped phoning her, you ghosted her. And then the lady you like is going to all of a sudden ghost you, and you're not going to understand why. Well, that's why. Right? Another reason is that it's very difficult to get attached because you're robbing the intimacy out of the situation. Like if you have casual sex all the time, it's going to feel very difficult to create an intimate bond with another person, simply because you're so used to it, right? It's not magical anymore. And I don't know how it's like for the women, but I don't think it's a good thing. Now, one of the reasons women slut shame, by the way, is because the opportunity to have casual intercourse has robbed women from the ability to say no. And what I mean by this is that it used to be a time where women would be, it's like either my way or you go to sleep on the couch. Yeah, good luck doing that in the age of Tinder. Good luck being a woman that's so confident that's going to be like, okay, if I'm going to starve my man of sex, he's going to do what I want and he's not going to cheat on me, right? So this culture where everyone can just sleep around willy-nilly benefits the corporations like Tinder, pretty much. But I don't think it makes women happy. In fact, like women happiness is at an all-time low. I definitely think, call me a little bit conservative here, but I think like falling in love with a person and trying to start a life together is a lot better than just living the life that you would do at the fraternity. Of course, I'm not saying like people shouldn't, like have casual sex every now and then when they're at university. Okay, but there's a difference of having it now and then and having it all the time. Now, feel free to take my toxic femininity advice or not. I'm just telling you from my lived experience, right? Making fun of your female friends to try and get male attention. Also, just speaking and gossiping about other women in general. Unfortunately, I've worked with a few women like this. So, this is not something that women do. This is something that men do as well. Like when there's a woman at the table, men will make fun of their guy friends, especially in order to look better. Like this is actual human behavior, and everyone does it. And it's not just when trying to attract a mate. People do it at work all the time, like trying to impress their boss. People do it in video games, trying to impress the guild leader. Yeah, I guess it kind of sucks, but again, like I think this is ingrained in human nature, and you're not going to get people to stop because it's so hardcore into us that most people do it subconsciously, and I don't really think you can mess with the subconscious like that. I again, like I see it in video games, people doing it. I've seen people doing it at work. I've seen it at university, like people trying to impress the teacher. So yeah, regarding gossiping, yeah, like I guess this would be something that you could say women do more than men, even though men gossip as well. But it really depends, like what you gossip. Like if you tell a funny story, or you just say, "Hey, I seen such and such do this and that," and it's funny. Yeah, but if you're going to gossip about life ruining shit, then don't expect to have many friends in the future. Like people will also, especially like if someone tells you something, like well, I kind of think, okay, I figured it out. It just blew my mind. I finally know why women gossip more than men. Okay, you guys ready to hear it? I just have an epiphany. It blew my mind. You know how, like all these outlets, like these feminist outlets, like BuzzFeed, they tell you to like, hey, you know what? Like when you have issues, like don't keep them bottled in. Just talk to someone. Just tell them your issues. Just, like just come out and share your feelings. Right? Men don't do that shit. And they don't do that shit because we generally don't feel the need to, right? And this pisses off feminists a lot. It's called toxic masculinity if you don't share their feelings. Women share their feelings all the fucking time. Problem is they probably share it with the wrong person. So you share your feelings with a person that you trust, and then when that person is upset at you or wants to make you look bad, they're going to share their feelings to the public, right? Share your feelings to the public. And all of a sudden, everyone's laughing at you. So I guess like this is why women gossip more, because they have more to gossip. Like men not sharing their feelings or listening to other people sharing feelings, they don't have the material to gossip. I am such a fucking genius. Oh my god, see? I'm breaking this I'm breaking the conditioning. I'm managing to figure out the mysteries of the universe. My grandma keeps telling me to lose weight and go on diets and wonders why I don't like to visit. Like, okay. So, I know my grandmothers, God rest their souls, I knew them, but I also know, like, my friends' grandmothers, and all of my friends' grandmothers, they have the same thing, like, whenever you go to visit, they stuff you full of food. Like, they stuff food down your throat, and they don't know no for an answer, like, these women, like, they are fat-making machines, like, they want to turn you into Porky Pig. If your grandmother is telling you to lose weight, I don't know if I want to see a picture of you, right? Like, I wonder, just, like, what is the weight level? Like, does the scale reek in cry in anguish when you get on top of it? Because it must be weird. I generally, like, I've never heard about a grandmother telling people to go on a diet. So, like, she must be worried for your health. Let's put it like that. She's probably, like, look, I paid a lot of money for healthcare, for social healthcare. Can you please not bankrupt the system before I retire? Like, when I grow old and I go to the hospital, like, I want there to still be a hospital, because I don't want all the resources from the medical industry to go towards you because, like, you need health. Just go on a diet and keep healthy. Put on a mask, stay home, stay safe. I hate when women tear other women down for doing girly things. Some women do. I'm not like the other girls to an extreme. Yeah, okay. I mean, this would be annoying. Yeah, but like again, like it's not life ruining stuff. Like if a woman keeps doing that all the time, and you tell her like, can you please stop? If they keep doing it, just unfriend them, block, mute. Keeping a spotless house and being judged if you can't. It seems one is a better woman if one is good at cleaning and highly meticulous about it. No, one is a better person, right? Like, cleaning your shit is actually part of being disciplined, right? The same like a man grooms himself, shaves and dresses properly, irons his shirt, and polishes his shoes, right? Like, that says a lot about you, right? It says you're a disciplined person. Like from what I get, is like any type of criticism is toxic femininity. Basically, like, people have standards and expectations of you. It's like, tough shit, you live in a society, right? Like, some people are going to rank higher than others by doing certain things that are difficult. And yeah, like, keeping a house clean is difficult. Uh, keeping your clothes clean is difficult. Grooming yourself, no one likes it. Like, no one likes brushing their teeth. No one likes shaving. It's not something that you enjoy doing it, but it's something that needs to be done. And not only do you need to do it, you need to do it properly. And if you don't do it properly, people will judge you. Like, people judge me probably because I just got out of the shower and my hair is all improper. But that's fine. Like, at least I own it. Like, at least I know it's like, all right, I got this problem. People point it out. It's fine. It's my fault for not taking the time. This is an unsolicited dick pic, by the way. Like, this really is. It's like an unsolicited dick pic. Like, why is it that that men can understand just how bad it is for a woman on the internet? Because I never got a dick pic. The only thing that I got was Count Dankula's balls. Like, I got a picture of it, never asked for it. I don't know why he gave it to me. I don't know, like, I was looking at his testicles. I was like, what does this mean? What is the purpose of it? But I can understand the displeasure of a woman to just, like, out of nowhere, boom. You get an unsolicited dick pic. Why the fuck can women not understand? Like, we don't want to see unsolicited arm hair pits. It's literally the same. Like, even I don't shave my armpit, but I don't display it in the public. Why do you think, like, people should appreciate that? My pits are hairy and I'm sick of women being disgusted about it. No man has ever disliked or said anything to me about it. But women have outright stepped on me and said, yeah, no one shows this. Like, look, I have armpit hair. I would never show it to other people. God, like, oh my God. Oh, like, who reads this garbage? The type of people, okay, so zero discipline, zero self-respect, the entitlement. Like, at the end of the day, what this article tells me, never criticize me for anything. Like, let me do whatever the fuck I want. I bet, like, this is the type of person that freaks out if they see, like, a person alone in a park without a mask on. Like, they're probably, like, the same type of people that get freaked out and criticize others, but the moment, like, you criticize them, they're like, ah. Women telling other women to dumb it down to attract a mate. Sorry, but someone who prefers to date idiots is, like, super toxic or a bigger idiot. I mean, I don't know. Like, guys sometimes behave differently not to intimidate the woman that they like. So I guess it's in the same area, but I mean, if you like someone, you like them, and if you can change something in your behavior that can be easily changed, you do it just to make a good impression. Like, put your best foot forward. But like, by the way, this is really a misconception. Like, I never heard about a guy being intimidated that the woman was smart. Unless he's like a plumber and the woman is like a PhD doctor, but then it's more like the title. Like, I know plumbers that are very smart and I know doctors that are very dumb, but like, maybe, his parents didn't have the money to put him through university, so he didn't get to be a doctor, but he's still a very smart person. Usually what guys get get intimidated by women is like the way they dress. Like, maybe a teenage guy, if the woman is really good looking and she puts like some really good cleavage, yeah, like, he might get intimidated and might not try to get into to have a conversation with her. Or if the woman is really charismatic and outgoing, like she's in the middle of the party and has like 50 people gravitating around her, yeah, like, that can be really intimidating for someone that's a little bit autistic and afraid to speak out. But I never heard like the idea that, like, yeah, this woman is so intelligent, like, I genuinely, like, am afraid to go and talk to her. Or like, like a woman having to dumb her down. Like, maybe, I guess, like, laugh at his jokes a little bit more, because like, it does feel uncomfortable when you try to make a joke and she's not laughing, assuming that she wants you to hit on her, right? So you would make some jokes and she's like crickets. Yeah, that would just like cut the mood, and you don't know like what else, like the conversation isn't flowing properly. But again, like, that's her opinion. Oh my God, like, all of this thing, it's like, what's toxic femininity seems to just be like, do not criticize other women. All right, like, never criticize other women. All women that do is perfection. And if you criticize them or have any standards or expectation, you're toxic. Yeah, this is how this video can be summed up. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be on my live stream playing a little bit of Diablo 2 beta. If you hop over there, you're going to see it. And don't forget, tomorrow is This Week in Stupid, and as usual, well, actually not as usual, this is actually a better episode than usual. So tune in tomorrow, and I'll see you guys there. Take care.